This week, a rather shocking story came out within the world of Ubisoft. We got a whole lot to get through, so let's break that all down. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. So we all know over the past few years within the gaming world, we have seen countless attempts to chase these cash cows through means of live service games, battle royales, and much more. More often than not though, with the exception of a few anomalies, studios failed to meet their lofty expectations they set out for their shiny new games. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. The way that people are creating games is not sustainable, and the ballooning budgets for these games have proved time and time again this is a very dangerous way to conduct your business. Well, it looks like Ubisoft got the longest kill streak so far as bad choices go, because some sad news hit their latest title, Xdefiant, which was their recent venture within the world of FPS games. Some have said they've seen the writing on the wall way before this game even launched way back in May, and to that I say, you're not entirely wrong. And that's all before speaking on the fact that Ubisoft was the one who was creating this game. Well, the news came out earlier this week that Xdefiant will indeed be shutting down. And this could be accredited to low player counts and the lack of player spending. But here's what the studio itself had to say on the matter. Quote, "Dear players, thank you for your incredible dedication and support on Xdefiant. We regret to inform you that we are initiating the sunset process starting today, December 3rd, 2024. As a result, new downloads, player registrations, and purchases will no longer be available. Season 3 will still launch, so stay tuned for more updates to come. The servers will remain active, and the game will be fully playable until June 3rd, 2025. For those of you who purchased the Ultimate Founders Pack, you will receive a full refund. Additionally, players who have made VC and DLC purchases since November 3rd, 2024 will also be fully refunded. Please note that the processing these refunds will take up to 8 weeks. For more details on refunds, please continue to our FAQ section." They continued, "We understand that this news may come as a disappointment, and we deeply appreciate the time and passion you invested in our community. Our goal is to provide you with all the information you need in one convenient place, while acknowledging that we may not have all the answers just yet. We are committed to keeping you informed and supported throughout this process. Thank you for your continued support and understanding." And more often than not, when we see a high-profile closure like this, there are questions that loom over the studio that did make this game. So what happened there? We've seen it through games like Redfall with Arcane Austin, and more notably Tango Gameworks with Hi-Fi Rush. And yes, I'm still salty about that one. Well, it turns out Ubisoft San Francisco and Ubisoft Osaka are both closed because of this. And the Sydney team will also be ramping down. This equates to 117 total people laid off, with half of Xdefiant's team now being moved to other projects. Might I add, just a few weeks ago, they denied rumors of layoffs happening at Ubisoft. The higher-ups for this game hoped this could rival Call of Duty, and I think at the end of the day, that hubris was their biggest fault, and their delusion was speaking wildly. I mean, this isn't a problem that falls on just this game alone, because there are countless studios that chase trends and want to be the next Call of Duty, or the next Fortnite. But at the same time, there are countless examples as to why this doesn't work. And again, try your best, but when you do this, you gotta come correct, and you gotta come with something new. Instead of chasing these trends, studios should be focused on setting them, and offering something new to gamers. It's been proven people are settled into their games, and it takes a whole lot to pry them away from it, because that's pretty much what they're comfortable with, and they invested in those games. Xdefiant wanted to be the next Call of Duty, Foam Stars wanted to be Splatoon, and Concord, let's not forget that one, wanted to be the next Overwatch. And look how all those games turned out. This is an issue that the AAA game space has struggled with mightily over the years. And if you pair that with the ballooning budget studios face, they're less apt to take risks. But at the same time, it's also the reason why certain games were able to find their space within the gaming world. For that, I look to games like Rocket League, Fall Guys, and even Rainbow Six Siege. Those are all examples of games that brought something new and fresh to the table, Again, you can try something new and it might work. I just think moving forward, studios should really take notice of how often stuff like this fails. Maybe now and then just take a chance. Make a fun new game and see how it turns out. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this one off to you guys. What do you think about this closure, and what do you think this means for gaming moving forward? But that about does it here. I've been K-Lo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.